Hey world, what's happening? This is Coach Tyler coming to you from Enosburg Falls, Vermont. Another shout out to the world, everyone in the Southeast, get to high ground, okay? Thank you very much. Today's live video is, this was a request I actually got in a message today, and they asked me, how can you do a live video on how to get people to get on the phone with you when you're talking to them on Messenger? Now, this is there's two phases, there's two aspects to this that you've got to understand, and I'm hoping that I'm really super clear about it today. Number one, you have to have some posture. You're going to have to come up with some posture here, because you're also going to have to be able to say, okay, well, if we can't get on the phone, then you know what I'm saying? If you're talking to somebody about business and they're looking at your opportunity, or they're looking at partnering with you or collaborating with you, they need to be able to get on the phone with you. That's a requirement. Okay, you're going to want them to be able to get on the phone with you. You're going to want them to, you're going to need them for trainings and so forth. I mean, there's somebody let me give you an example. And this wasn't on the phone, but I had somebody come to me and ask me about, collaborating with me. And I said, okay, well, and I wanted to register them for a webinar so that they could get all the information. And because the webinar that I was inviting them to was being hosted on Zoom meeting, cloud meeting, and because you had to download the ability, just like if you were watching GoToMeeting or any other webinar, 90% of the time you've got to download something so that your computer is compatible with that webinar service. They were like, well, if I don't have, they came back to me, well, I had to download something, so I'm not interested in going on anything if I have to download something. So my reply was, okay, well, then this is definitely not a fit for you, because this is how I conduct my team trainings and how the team conducts their trainings. So thank you so much for your interest. You almost want to say, well, thank you for wasting my time. But at least, that's part of the process. You learn to say no to some people based on their attitudes or their unwillingness to participate or follow simple directions. Now, say you've had somebody on your webinar or your company video or whatever it is, and they're interested and they want to go ahead and take the next step forward, or they've got a lot of questions, and that it would be better for them to get the answers from somebody with a little bit more experience and, third-party verification. You want to get them on the phone so that you can do that. So my suggestion is this. You go ahead and say, you know what, I'm a little bit old-fashioned, and it's very difficult for me to be able to, explain or answer your questions through chat. It just doesn't come off the same way. It's not the same thing. So, what you do next is you send your phone number first. Don't ask for theirs before you send yours. You type in your phone number and you message them. So give me your phone number so that I can give you a call, so I can answer your questions the right way. And if they don't respond to that, or if they don't want to get on the phone with you because they're busy, maybe they are, set an appointment to do so. But make sure you send your phone number before you ask for one. And if you can't get them beyond that point, it's probably time to say goodbye to them. For one reason or another, they've either chosen not to move any further. They didn't see enough value to get to the bottom of their questions, or they're just using that as an excuse not to move forward. You know what I'm saying? They're just using it as an excuse not to move forward with you. And that's not your fault, and that's not your problem. You're not in the business to convince anybody. You're not in the business to do any of that. But you are conducting a business, and in your business you have a job to do. And that job is to get people's questions answered and do the best you can doing that. And if somebody won't allow you to, then you don't need to spend your time with them anymore. Okay? And just be like, this is what I would say if they keep saying, you know what? I know that you were interested. However, I just got to say, let's make an appointment to get on the phone. Until then, I'm going to take you off my list so that I'm not wasting your time with following up with you all the time. Because you have people to reach. You have people to impact. You have people to support. You have your own team to support. You have new people to talk to. You have lives to change. And if somebody doesn't want that, somebody doesn't want to go there, somebody thinks that you're going to get on the phone and talk magic to them and force them to sign up or something like that, then you don't need to deal with that person. Just saying. And I think that's the best advice I can give on the subject. Tell them, it's a business. I'm going to need to talk to you in order to answer your questions. Once you get them on the phone, if you're dealing with questions that are a little bit further outside of your realm, or you need that third-party verification, that's when you say, you know what I'm going to do, if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and get my business partner to, and you're going to talk them up, and you're going to three-way them in. And that's how you're going to do it. And don't waste your time with people that fight too much. It's okay that I'm not an easy close. That's not me. I'm not an easy close. I had to wait. I think it was 2 or 3 days for my third-party verification, and I had no problem with it. I made the appointment, and we made it happen, and that was that. And when I came in, I went in all the way. So don't be upset. Make sure that you're spending your time with even the most difficult of closes, with the people that are following directions and doing the thing. If somebody automatically can't follow one simple direction and they keep giving you resistance and they won't get on the phone with you, it's a lot of energy that's being taken away from you. And you have bills to pay, and you have a family to feed, and you have causes you want to donate to, and you have lives to change. And it's important that you are focused on income-producing activities and you're focused on production. And if somebody's giving you a runaround and stopping you and hurting your head from moving on to the next thing, then, you might have to pull some posture and be like, oh, I don't really think this is for you then. I really just, at this point, I don't think this is for you. So, if it is for you in the future, go ahead and give me a shout. But right now, I'm just going to take you off my follow-up list so that I don't, drive you crazy. And, but I wish you the best of luck and let it go. And that's the story. I'll see you on the other side. I love you. If you got value from this, share it. And if you have anything that you would like me to do a live video on to help you figure something out, then awesome. Let me know. I think that's awesome. I really love that. Helps me to be of better service to you. And I look forward to hearing your suggestions. I'll see you on the other side. Peace.